Hello, everybody. Good morning and happy Friday to you. It is Friday. I forget the date real quick. Oh, the 15th, May 15th, 2020. My name is Sonia Marie, just in case you stumbled across my face and wondered who I was and you're a cross watcher. Hi. How are you? I am an astrologer and I write for Essence Magazine. I also have thousands of clients. And if you'd like to know more about me, please click the appropriate link, or I should say this. Wrong spiel. Please go down in the description box below. Hi, Bijou. Go down in this description box below this video and get all the information that you want to learn about your girl. Go to my website, get a t-shirt, hang out, like, subscribe, and comment. I would greatly appreciate that as I let the people roll on in. Um, it's very important that you share and like and comment and subscribe on these wonderful platforms. Why? Because I'm going to be quite frank. Two reasons. Number one, I believe the information that comes through me via astrology and spirit is guided in a way that fits only a certain type of people. And if I can speak about it, if I can talk about it, if I can, share and help someone, yeah, let's do that thing. And secondly, it is quite facetious and very Yonkers like, there's a lot of garbage on the internet. So if the garbage can get through, why can't something that's aimed to heal your heart and soul get through? I'm just saying. So do your best to spread the fire in a way that will help us all to heal and be better people. And that makes me want to segue into what it is that I want to talk about. But before I do that, let me say what's up to the people. Shalise is here. I think that's your name, sweetie pie. Michelle. Michi. Good God. Michi is here. Tasha's here. Carmesita is here. Carrie is here. Nicole, what's up, honey bun? Justin Pierre is here. Hi, hello. That sounds like a model name, Justin Pierre. What's going on? Moni Love, hello to you, sweet queen. What's going on? Mariah Carey. No, I'm just joking. Mariah Rogers. I felt like D Nice real quick. I got Mariah Carey in the room. Anyway. Angie P. I love when y'all talk to each other too. That extends the love. That makes me happy. Mina Love is here. Oh, this is awesome. So listen, and Ramon, okay, got that. Calvetta, all right. I didn't want to leave anybody out. Just to let y'all know that I'm here. And I sees ya. I woke up with something really interesting on my mind, my heart, and my soul. And if you could tell by the slight bags that I have under my eyes, it was hard for me to sleep. So when I got ready to get my day going, um, I said, I heard Spirit say, you should talk about that thing. And I'm like, yeah, but God, that's pretty vulnerable. I don't know about that. And then I heard Spirit say, well, that's the business that we're in, right? We're in the business of vulnerability and breaking yourself open so you can help to break other people open. And if you act like these other people and just go along, literally, this is my conversation with Spirit, and go along with what they're doing and making spirituality and healing superficial, then you're never going to get to the root of things. You're never going to basically this is heavy to express because, and I'm gonna get to it. You're never going to allow people to see the best parts of themselves, thus create a community in which we're all a shining, children included. So, before I go into that, I was asked to give you a little background of how I really got started. And then I'm going to talk to you about what was on my heart and mind and soul. Please bear with me. This will not be a long broadcast, but I would love for you to chime in. I love these lives, man. They make my day. So, if you have some information that you want to share, you want to be vulnerable, you have questions, whatever the case may be, please don't be afraid to put it out there. I really, really would appreciate that. Hi, Yaya. Hi, Ann. How are you? Um, this is how I really got started doing the things that I do. Yeah, I'm an astrologer. Yeah, I have the ability to see people's ancestors and guides, and I talk to these folks and wonderful beings on the other side almost every day. However, I believe that is the tool, right? That's the tool for what it is that we really need to do. And this is when I started to see what I really need to do. I surrounded myself with people as I was growing up in my 20s and my 30s and in my 40s as well. I'll be 50 this year. Um, Around people that, mainly in my 20s and 30s, who did not want to crack out of a shell. So oftentimes my conversations were too deep. My conversations were too retrospective. And if you're one of these people, give me a yes, yes, y'all, or give me a hands up or something to know that I'm not alone. I oftentimes felt like an outcast, right? Because I didn't want to talk about the new Gucci boots, or I didn't want to talk about how fine this dude was that they met at the mall. Like, it's cute to talk about and in passing and kind of get your heart pumping. But solid conversations and solid relationships for me always originated and always ended up full circle in deep conversations to help us to crack open. I couldn't find my tribe that really, really wanted to do that. And oftentimes when I did, I was shut aside, or I could see literally people's monsters come on their face and on their bodies, that would literally push me away because they didn't want to heal. Literal monster energy. And I'm not saying this to be frightening, although the title of this broadcast is Don't Be Afraid. This is a heavy broadcast, y'all. So get ready. Um, it's not about being frightening, right? I mean, it was frightening in a way in which I could see it because it was defensive. It pushed me back, right? Like, I don't want to heal. Who are you? We don't want to get rid of all these habits. I don't want to get rid of my addictions. I mean, and it would come off like arguments. I would break relationships in straight arguments, and my guys would have to step up against their monsters. And Sonia would look totally different because I'm from Yonkers. You're not gonna back me down like that. Like you're not gonna try to run over me like that. I will stand up for myself, but at the same time, it's like I realized that's not who I need to talk to. Those are not the people I need to roll with. They don't want to heal like I want to heal. That's the real solid reason why I started talking in public and I started doing readings, because I'm like, I have to make a profession out of it. I will. If people have to pay me to sit down for me to express to them what I see on them, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life, right? But I mean, maybe I will, but not in this capacity, right? But the thing about it is that there had to be some shift in me to recognize that I had to like create an audience, a family, a tribe that will listen to what it is that I'm saying. Yes, yes, y'all. Are y'all hearing me? Finding this tribe, Karmasita, is very hard. I know about the monster energy as well. Their shadows are. They are dense and they were dense. They continue to be dense. But here's the trick, and this is what thank you for saying that. This is what segues us into, is it 11:11? Yeah, look at that. Here comes spirit. um, this is what brought me to this moment astrologically, because I'm thinking like, wow, there must be a lot of people afraid right now as these planets are going retrograde, right? Y'all feel me? Thank y'all for saying so. Hi, Charm Noir. Angie P, what's happening? Um, as all of these planets are going retrograde, and I dealt with this last night and 4 o'clock this morning, this stuff is coming up. And regardless of how long I've been working on it, I'm not saying I'm clear and free, motherfucker. Duty free out this bitch. I'm not saying that I've come past the threshold. I have, we all have generations of stuff to continue to heal, to correct, to forgive, to go through, to plow through. And I started really going deep into my shit 4 o'clock this morning, and it embarrassed me in my own head. Have you ever had that moment? Yes, yes, y'all, where you feel, what's on my nose? You feel embarrassed by your own shit in your own head and in your own heart, and ain't nobody else listening. Like, it's the craziest feeling because you could literally get up and walk away and try to bypass that feeling. But of course, you can't because it stays with you. You can try to bury it and drink and smoke and dance it off and fuck it off. Like, what's the girl's name? Which we call her sister, Beyonce's sister. As Beyonce's sister said, you know, the cranes in the sky. I try to fuck it away. I try to drink it away. All of that. I try to do all of that. You can try to do that, but there's ways in which you can get embarrassed in your own self. Solange, thank you, Bijou. I couldn't get the girl. I felt old right then and there. What's the girl's name? What's that chick's name? Yes, like for real. You can get backed up in your own shit. And yo, retrograde action does that. Mercury in retrograde is bad enough, but it does its tricks communicatively, as we know. But Mercury's not retrograde, but Pluto is. Pluto is that deep shit. Pluto grabs your gut and pulls everything up to the front of your face and goes, you remember when you looked like an outcast about 20 years ago? And last night, you felt like an outcast. Nobody said hello to you. Nobody was talking to you. Nobody wanted to be around you. You know, nobody gave you a high five. Nobody said hello to you when you walked into the, y'all hear what I'm saying? Pluto brings shit up because Pluto is about death, right? And rebirth and transformation. So in order to really, really transform, you got to go to the depths. Remember, Pluto is Scorpio's ruler, and Scorpio energy doesn't do anything superficial. So that shit came up and snatched me in my face. And I was like, wow, I'm afraid, but not really. I'm afraid to look at you because now I got to pray this thing off. Now I have to be very, 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 very conscious of what you're trying to tell me to revisit. That's not easy, y'all, in this moment in time. But I'll be honest with you, and I know it like I know my name. Once we step into it, once we identify it, once we say what that thing is, that thing that chokes you to death, like always and forever, and we continue to try to push it down, once we get through it, we get better for ourselves. We get better for ourselves. We learn how to love ourselves. We come up brighter and open, and we can share with people. We can have conversation with people. We can be very, very proud to be who we are. That reflection and embarrassment feeling right after the rundown last week. Oh, you cried, baby. Oh, man. You're going to make me cry because I'm a Cancer, and I do that. But I feel that. Bijou, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Pluto comes up and says and rears his head like, remember this? And you're like, yeah, I do. But we got to talk about that. Yeah, we do. Because we all want to move forward, right? We all want to go to this new situation after this Rona shit. We all want to be better, but we cannot, y'all. And I keep saying this. If y'all been following me for 2 years, 3 years, I keep saying this. It's been coming up. It is throwing up right now. Our existence, our society is throwing up, and we can't bring old shit into the next thing. This is what I was thinking of specifically, that Black people, brown people, especially Black people, have this still slave mentality thing in which even though we don't keep our heads down when we walk past massa, there's this thing that's on us that feels like we can't, this is thing that's on us that feels like self-neglecting. We neglect ourselves in certain arenas, at work or in school. We neglect what it is that we say, what's really on our heart and on our soul, because we don't want to get chopped down. We don't want our opportunities to lessen because we're the only Black person in the room. Are y'all following me? Now, here's the other deal, right? That self neglect, that Pluto shit that wants us to transform and show us who we are is coming up. Don't be afraid. That's just one example. But yo, white people got that shit too. I'm not white, obviously, but I can't imagine what their thing is. That they always have to fucking deliver. They always have to deliver. Asian people always have to deliver. That's pressure. That's generational pressure that's coming up. That's coming up and out through people's guts. And we're seeing it as a generation between 30 and 50 years old. We have the responsibility literally to change this shit around. Because we either have children or we're in some very high, powerful places in our work and our vocation that's going to implement some changes, some rules and laws, and construct some different bylaws and rules in order for us to live differently, in order for our children to live differently. We have a responsibility to look at these things, so we can't be afraid. Every race, every culture, every economic status has their shit. That's why racism is so bullshit. It's just bullshit, because we are all in it. We are all plagued with something. That's one reason. We are all plagued with something. Pluto says, yo, look at this thing. At the same time, Venus went retro on Wednesday. And Venus says, well, while you're looking at the thing and while shit is coming up and y'all all are throwing up and we're at the toilet bowl, Venus says, well, look at your desires and your values and some shit. Y'all get this? I'm sorry, I'm not reading your comments right now. Radical self-love is so necessary. It's radical because it pulls you, Yaya. It pulls every freaking cell and stem in your body apart, your mind and your soul apart, so you can see. So you can call yourself on it. So you can be embarrassed. Venus says, well, what about the value? You don't think you deserve that thing? I had a reading recently in which a client said, well, you know why I keep putting myself in these self-sabotaging situations is because I don't believe I deserve it. Yeah, that shit took my heart. It took everything out of me, honestly, and that's that Venus shit going retro. It took everything honestly out of my body not to respond to him like his mother, first of all, because I'm a Cancer and I want to save everybody and rock everybody in my bosom. That's for sure. And then feed you and then kick you out. Nah. But really, I just wanted to hold him and go, baby, you deserve it. Where is that thing in us, man, that says that we don't deserve desire? Venus is desire, value, worth, money, beauty, love. Where is that thing in you that you feel like you don't deserve it? That you really need to self-sabotage every love situation that comes around you that says, you know what? I'm just going to stay and create some more drama, right? So I can validate myself in the drama because this is what I'm used to. These are what my uncles and my mother and my aunts and everybody did. So this is what I need to do. Y'all like my bobblehead? Sonia's crazy. You know what I mean? Walaikum salam, William. You see what I'm saying? Yo, it's crazy. Cressida, I got your name right? What's happening? I just wanted to take him. I just wanted to take him and just like squeeze all the love in him. And for those that know me, know that I will do that. I will hold you tight for 5 minutes and try to inject some kind of something in you. That's for sure. Even though I probably can't, but I think I can. The point of the matter is retro, Venus retro, right? What the hell? You don't desire, you don't deserve? Where is that thing? Let's look at that thing. Don't be afraid to look at that thing and cry like that ugly ass cry and say to God, say to King Solomon, say to all our angels, all our ancestors, remove this shit. I want to get rid of it. I do not want to be a prisoner of my own self-sabotaging on any level anymore. It's not good. It's not healthy for myself, for my children, for my friends and my family, people that I love. It ain't right. Jupiter went retro yesterday. That's the abundance. So that's on the same line as Venus, but Venus is saying, do you deserve it? Whereas Jupiter is saying, it's right here and you're not even grabbing it. When Jupiter is retro, what it's saying you're afraid of is being happy in this. It says a lot of things, but I'm picking out one example for each, or else this broadcast would be really, really long. So Jupiter is saying, one example, the blessings are right here. It snatched you good. Oh, wow. Nicole. um, Jupiter is saying it's right here. Whether you live in a one-bedroom shack, whether you live in a mansion on the hill, whether you live in the heart of Yonkers with roaches, and roaches still exist, the motherfuckers won't die. In the heart of Yonkers with roaches crawling in the goddamn sink in the middle of the night. Man, I can't. That memory just drives me bananas. But, excuse me, it's a blessing. It's a blessing that we're not on the street. It's a blessing that the blessing is there. Abundance, Jupiter. The reward is there. The truth is there. Why can't we see it? Why can't we grab it? Why do we punish ourselves for it not being bigger or brighter or more colorful or better? Jupiter says, yo, bitch, look at what you got. Nobody is asking you what you don't have. Look at what you have. These planets going retro are a pain in the ass, and it will make us afraid. Afraid to wake up, afraid to leave the house, afraid to say good morning to the people that we love. Because again, we have that embarrassment that harbors itself deep within our soul. We have to move past that, y'all. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to see the things that are coming up. Don't be afraid to be your unique self. Don't be afraid to love unabashedly. Don't be afraid anymore of you and the power in which you walk the planet with. Those that do not resonate with it will move out the way. As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself or being manipulative, you understand what I'm saying? Trying to mind trick people. As long as you're not in that space, you're doing God's work, don't you think? Yes, yes, y'all. Are y'all hearing me? And the guilt, yeah. Come on. Don't y'all think? Hi, Edna. How are you? Don't you think you doing God's work just by walking the planet and being your brightest self? But we have to let go of all of these things that this retro is hi Robbie, that's pulling up, man. These retro planets are not playing all in 1 week. They're like, not only are you throwing up, we're gonna keep you on the couch for days because you shouldn't have been drinking. I'm just joking. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to make this too long because I do have things to do. But I really, really, really wanted to share this with you. That was on my heart. And I thank God for giving me the courage. That is the right word. The courage to do so, because I wasn't going to. Some things you want to keep private, but to be quite honest with you, we're in a very crucial time right now. And my privacy, a certain amount of it, is not going to help the whole. So I'm willing to sacrifice that. I'm willing to be vulnerable and open for that. I'm willing to help. So if y'all need my help, book a read. I don't know. I'm not going to say dig deep in your pockets because I don't know what you have. But it's not about the money. It's more about the energy exchange. But I'm here. At the very least, keep praying. At the very least, keep praying and keep talking to your ancestors and your guides and be open with it. Be embarrassed to say, I'm fucked up and I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. Okay? Thank you. Y'all thanking me? I'm thanking you. You thanking me? I'm thanking you. Have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. Jupiter and the sun came together. So it's a nice little conjunction, or I'm sorry, a trine that's happening. It's a nice little trine that's happening with Jupiter and the sun. So sit in and bask in this light and this positivity. Even though Jupiter is going retro, it's still bright and it wants you to see who you are, the sun. It wants you to see the power that your core has. Man, our universe has so much to teach us. And our ancestors and guides are just swimming in concert to assist. Okay? Be good to yourself. I'm sweating my booty off because it feels good coming through. And I'm just praying that this lands on your heart in some kind of way. Not from Sonia Marie, but from spirit. All right? Y'all be good. Bye.